Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars. As always, I'm Josh, and we are right now leaving Kos City, and gonna head out and talk to Commander Pritch, because that's a cool name. Wish I was named Pritch. Cause yeah. Anyway, I'll head out here. Probably just fly right over there and then... Oh wait, I haven't discovered that. That was that one that I said I would go down and discover. You guys believe me? Yeah, didn't so much happen. So, we actually got some walking ahead of us. Yeah, I'm not going to show all that. I hate to cut it this early, but why not? So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and we're now down here in the area where I said I was going to be. And picking up that and that, so we can fly around whenever we want now. Well, yeah, not just like hovering in the air, because that'd be awesome, but... You know what I mean. Alright, so we'll go ahead and talk to this person here. He's going to give us a quest.
Mipunawa,
Mipunawa.
Wonga Wonga.
Wonga. Wonga indeed.
Naka noya choski, noyo kochuso te mate chichoya. Ukili, baklunki na atabumpa, pushuda.
Bumpa. Anyway, so what's he actually saying? Oh yeah, about that guy.
I fear no one.
Naka noya choski, noyo kochuso te mate chichoya. Chupolo, awona kopotomte tak makechisa.
Well, I got bigger.
Iko ubakili, wata bunga dunko, putoga wata.
What's in it for me?
Mi umpi putamala, pedwana nibo chi chichupa gumba. Esupuda no pajunki, faguta ji uta vukise.
Sounds like a good opportunity for violence.
Hell yeah.
Chiho lukuta, chubu ikatsu undole.
Yeah.
Bafupagi wanta humpa, muli rabamba hula.
Alright. And I'm actually going to be doing that one a little bit later. Because he ain't lying. Craig's a tough son of a bitch. So we'll go ahead and untrack that for now. And we will get back to it, I promise. Alright, but for now we're going to go ahead and make our way down to Pritch. And we'll see what's going on there. I think the way down is over here, if I remember correctly. Because I have done some of this stuff on a bounty hunter and an inquisitor. Been a little while, but it's kind of coming back to me. Okay. I kind of like this planet. You know, it's all leafy, not like Caravan with its rocks and sand and whatnot. Okay. Yes, here we are. So first, let's talk to this guy. And if I remember right, this guy's pretty cool. Draw.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Drummond Cass.
Awesome.
You enjoy your job, don't you?
Dominating lesser beings and squashing their will to resist? Of course I enjoy it. I think you will too. Situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to thin the slave population.
Oh,
Slave
get over
deaths will
it,
be
vet.
a
What do you expect?
byproduct of my plan, but not the focus. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
What a disturbing experiment. You're quite the sadist, Lord Drow.
Please, there's no need for flattery. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slaves' water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage.
I'm your
Work is
guy.
dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
Anything for a fellow Sith.
Superb. Then let's get started. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
Alrighty. Which, if you've caught on to the formula so far, means my assistant is totally against what I'm doing and will try to persuade you to do otherwise. And screw that. Quell, poison, slaves, yeah.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he
See?
sent you for the Quell toxin.
Let's get this out of the way.
Impatient? Of course you are.
Of course
My
I am.
superior certainly knows how to choose his assistants. What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender? This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
Yeah.
I'm quickly losing interest.
Don't you see? Lord Drow compromises efficiency for his own twisted fixations. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
You'd still just be a meaningless Imperial drone.
Perhaps, but a better paid Imperial drone, with more authority. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during
Awesome.
which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
What do you think?
I want these renegade slaves to pay for disobeying the
Oh,
Empire.
that.
You're not merely prolonging the slaves' agony, but my own as well. Committed to your work, aren't you? Very well. Take the Quell toxin and inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems. See Lord Drow for your payment when you're done.
How much does she hate me now? 186. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start giving her gifts or something. Okay. So, in here, we got some things we can do, such as tell that to take those crystals. Yay. I am going to do some crafting at some point off camera, so you guys don't have to watch all that nonsense.
Better check this thing out on the parts.
Also, just because I'm not sure, but I believe it might still be a little bit loud. I'm gonna try turning. Yeah, we'll try around there, just in case, because I don't know. I feel like every once in a while, the lightsabers and the explosions are still overwhelming the melodic sound of my voice. But like I was saying, I am going to do some crafting off camera here probably pretty soon, so I can get that up to speed, get some better gear on. Hop up here, literally. I like killing these slaves. They go down quick, if you know what I mean. I tell you, there's still something about screaming a man to death. Every time. Okay. I think I may have skipped over one. Of course I did. 'Cause that's how good I am. Okay. Yeah. Back down here. There. These things are kind of hard to trigger. They just got this itty bitty little thing that you gotta click on. Other than that, this whole area is pretty easy. I mean, you can see I'm mowing these slaves down. Okay, well, where's the next one so I don't just pass it by? It's over there. I'm just gonna kind of head toward the things. Oh, I can't resist that though. I'm gonna wait. Come on, come on, and jump.
Beautiful. Better check I still have all my parts.
One thing that's kind of weird about this game, you may have seen a few times, it will count the damage for an action that's taken before the animation plays. So every once in a while something will be up and standing and looking like it's fighting, and I will go to attack it and it will say your target is dead. Normally only a delay of like 1 second on that, but it's strange and it takes some getting used to. I mean, I understand why they had to do it that way, but I don't know, it's strange. Got that. Now we just got a couple filters to take care of. We'll be good to go. Tell you, if any of you all ever go Juggernaut, by all means, you know, those first few points in your skills, go for that free force scream. 'Cause that is just great. I gotta get in there. And as far as some of the things that I really hope are coming, in future patches, macros would be a great thing. And I used to be one of those people that never used macros in games. Then I changed and I have not gone back. I'd love to see that, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I haven't heard anything either way. If anybody else has heard anything, let me know. I would like to see it happen, though. There are definitely some opportunities I see where a macro could work really well. And for those of you that aren't familiar, a macro is just basically, instead of me pressing the same buttons I'm pressing in the same sequence I'm pressing them several times, I would just press one button and it would automatically go through and sequence those abilities. And it doesn't automate the game. I mean, you still gotta press the button in most setups anyway. You still gotta press it once for each button press you would press. Normally it just cycles through them in order, so you don't have to have a bunch of buttons taking up space on your bar. And that's what I'm wanting to avoid, because once you get into the later levels, you do have a lot of abilities. And I know this is something I haven't mentioned before, but you may notice I kind of, well, I guess I don't have it set up very weird, but I don't use an actual keyboard. I use, it's called an Nostromo. You may have heard of it as being called a speed pad or a Belkin N52 or something like that, but it's not your standard configuration. The way I've got it set up, I've got 8 buttons to work with, plus, shift, and I can use, alt or something if I want as well. And, I may, if they don't add macros, I may consider reconfiguring the way I've got mine set up, but I really like it. I'm used to it. But yeah, I mean, I would love to, instead of having, for instance, Sundering Assault and Assault, I could have one button that used Sundering and Assault, and if it was on cooldown, used Assault. See what I mean? But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Enough of me ranting.
You delivered the exact results I hoped for. Quell is like an imbibed torture device infesting those rebel slaves. It's exhilarating to see the effects on the survivors who can only stand by and watch helplessly.
How wonderful. I have a feeling this is going to be sarcastic, though.
I'm touched by your enthusiasm.
No,
Quell
cool.
toxin will be a great asset to the Empire. Uprisings will end painfully and decisively. You've earned your reward, my friend. Now go. I have horror and despair to observe and chronicle.
He's an alright guy. Alright. Now this is a lightsaber that is not modifiable. And it's worse than what I have. So it can go to hell. We're going to take the commendation. And a bunch less affection for that. 154. Hooray. And I'm now going to go in here and then over there. So yeah. I'm also going to take those crystals.
Took some work.
That was one of those situations where I thought they were alive. They were dead. I don't know. It's just very strange. I saw it happening that time. I was prepared. Okay. Too bad Vet can't wear... Oh wait, no. Looking at the wrong tooltip, damn it. Alright. Let's give Vet some of these. I wish stuff like that would make her happy. But no, it's all gotta be emotional, not slave killing. She just needs to understand there are times where I'm gonna need to kill slaves. And that's just who I am. Alright. We're gonna head over here. And we're gonna see what this Commander Pritch has to say. Look at them all. The lead slave is pacing back and forth, ordering them around, and getting ambushed. Meeting adjourned. Okay. That's a cool statue. Alright, let's talk to this fellow. Oh boy, the entire map. Wow, that really opened up, huh? Anyway, talk.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're
Look
like
at them.
animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals.
Wow, look really pale.
But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other.
Does he look pale?
We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
I can see how a slave civil war would prove useful.
Exactly what the higher-ups are saying. That the killers could potentially be manipulated. We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood.
Awesome.
If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
The slaves will give up their knowledge to me.
Look for any slave
I
who's
think
turned on
he's
his
lighter.
peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting here, but he genuinely looks lighter. I don't know. Let's talk to this guy. Commander Pritch.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord. Lord Barris informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
News travels fast.
Lord Barris is nothing if not official. Let me follow his lead and bring you up to speed. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord, capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
Armed slaves? How daunting.
They've proven to be more tenacious than you would expect, my lord. What no one knows is that Lord Barris orchestrated the insurgents to disrupt one of his rivals, and he wants his involvement kept secret. Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Barris's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
I see. Huh.
They must be killed.
That is in sync with my instructions. Lord Barris wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
I'll find him.
I'll kill every one I see.
Present company excluded. I hope.
Shut up, slave. Damn it. I need affection.
You have nothing to worry about, Vet.
Slaves are scattered
that
throughout
felt
the area,
bad.
but the captains tend to congregate near the unfinished colossus.
I'm sorry,
I'll
I
wait
won't
here
do
for
that
your turn.
again. That was wrong.
Takes guts to sit here and wait, don't you think?
Take it up with the commander. I'm sure he'd appreciate the constructive criticism.
Nah, I think I'll let him live in shame.
Yeah, interesting. Let's talk to this guy and then we'll be done for today.
Hey, my lord, right?
Right.
Not sure about my propers with you folks.
What do you mean,
Seeing
you
as how
folks?
you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
Pile of credits. All right. You're a cool guy.
Can't have too many credits.
That's what I like to hear. Let me give you the lowdown. So Darth Valron is on the Dark Council. and His
Valron.
apprentice, Lord Ket, wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
Yeah.
Buy cheap slaves and get a rebellion. Everyone knows that.
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord
Yeah.
Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills, and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue.
Sweet.
Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
Sounds like a plan. All right. So, that's another heroic mission, which, like I said, we're going to come back around and do these later on when it's not going to be a pain in the ass to do it. And, yeah. So, next time we're going to go through this slavey kind of area and awesome statue. Wow. No, anyway. So yeah, next time we're going to go through there and get that taken care of. And we'll see you then. So thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.